us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest.
Hey everyone, welcome to TSEC CodeCell Weekly Challenges 2026. For those who don't know us, TSEC CodeCell is the technical committee of Thadumal Shahani Engineering College, an engineering college in Bandra, Mumbai. Our main goal is pretty simple: We want to get more students into competitive programming, problem solving, and technical skill development, whether that's through CP, competitions, hackathons, or events like this one. And that's exactly what Weekly Challenges is about. So over the next few weeks, we are going to compete, learn, and hopefully get a little bit better at coding every day. So what exactly have we planned? Well, Weekly Challenges is going to be a 6-week competitive programming journey. Instead of giving you one contest and saying good luck, we're going to give you a reason to come back and practice every single week. So every Sunday, you'll get a fresh set of problems. You learn points and you will be able to see where you stand on the leaderboard. And if you're here thinking, I'm not really good at CP yet, well, don't worry. This is meant to be a learning experience as much as it is a competition. So what makes weekly challenges different? The biggest difference here is consistency. Usually, you participate in a contest, get one rank, and that's it. Here, you have 6 different opportunities to improve. Maybe week 1 doesn't go that well. That's completely fine. You can learn from it, come back next week, and improve your score. So don't look at this as one big exam. Think of it as 6 weeks of getting better at competitive programming. Now, let's talk about how the competition will actually work. For the round 1, that is Inception, every Sunday at 4 p.m., a new challenge goes live. You'll have till Monday, 11:59 p.m. to submit your solutions. So that's more than 24 hours. The important thing here is that you don't have to sit for a traditional 2 or 3 hour contest. You have a much larger window, so you can participate according to your own schedule. You'll also see the leaderboard updating as everyone submits, and once the submission window closes, we'll release editorials so you can actually understand how the problems were solved. And remember, one bad week isn't going to decide your entire journey. Consistency is going to be the key in round 1. Also, the score for the submissions would not be considered after the time window is over. Now, talking about the round 2, after those 6 weeks I have completed, we move to the second stage, that is the conquest. This is where the competition gets more intense. The strong performers from round 1 will make it to the offline finale at our college, TSEC, in round 2. You'll have a 3-hour competitive programming contest with a more advanced problem set, and that's where we'll determine the final rankings and champions. So, if you're aiming for the finale, every week is an opportunity to build up your positions, right, starting from round 1. Now, we'd like to go a bit over the rules and guidelines. Just a few important things before we get into the exciting stuff. Now, this is going to be an individual competition, so your submissions should be your own. Please don't use plagiarism or any unfair means, apart from being against the rules. It completely defeats the purpose of participating in a competition like this, now doesn't it? And make sure you keep an eye on the deadlines. Your ranking is ultimately going to come down to your scores. So make sure your submissions are on time. That is before the Monday 11:59 p.m. window. Now, the complete rule book will also be available on our website. So I'd recommend giving that a quick read before you start. You can also go ahead and read up our brochure. You can always solve problems after the time window is over from the previous week, but they won't be counted for submissions. Now, talking about let's just get to everyone's favorite part, rewards. Now, there's over 1 lakh worth of rewards and subscriptions, along with a 20,000 cash prize. Yes, you heard that right. Internship opportunities for top performers and certificates and recognition for the top participants. But there's also something really cool that every participant gets through our sponsor, Wolfram Alpha. And that is something you get as soon as you register. You'll get 1 month of access to Wolfram 1. And this isn't just a limited version. You get access to both the desktop and cloud versions, along with the full Wolfram language and knowledge base. You also get 5,000 Wolfram Alpha API calls, 5,000 cloud credits, 2 installations per user, and 2 GB of cloud storage. So even if you're not finishing at the very top of the leaderboard, you're still walking away with something useful that you can actually explore and use for your own projects and learning. And of course, the top performers also get the additional awards and internship opportunities mentioned over here. So there's definitely something to aim for, whether you're here to compete, learn, build your skills, or hopefully do all the 3. Now, we'd like to walk you through our website, tsecodecell.com, and also the platform that you will be solving these problems on, which is something we have built for your smooth user experience.
Hello, so I'm Wilbert. Daryl and I will be walking you through the website. So the URL will be sent to you in the group. So there you will see two options. One is the register and the other one is login. Since you all have already registered, you can directly log in. Once you log in, you'll see this page. And in this page, you will see few weeks. For now, we have kept a test week, which will be available till 3:30 p.m. today. The test week is meant to be there so you can get a experience of the platform, how things work. So once you scroll down, you'll see the test week. So you'll click on the enter battleground. That click. So once you enter, you'll see the two problems. One is sum of two
Yeah,
numbers
all
and the
done.
another one is multiple choice. So you can enter in any of the problems. Yeah, Darren will be taking over.
Yeah. So now I'll be taking on from here. Yeah. So I'm Daryl Matas, and this is the main dashboard that will be visible to you all as soon as you enter in a particular problem. So on the left-hand side are visible the problem details, such as the description, the expected input, the expected output, as usual, the constraints that are involved with the problem, and a few test examples and the expected output for each of them. So, this approach that we have taken in building this site is using the C in and C out of STD in and STD out of programming languages. So, if you see in classic lead code questions, you have a function. Over there, you take in an input as a function parameter and return the output. What we have taken is a different approach, which is used by platforms like CodeChef and CodeForces for competitive programming. So this is primarily so that you get better acquainted with how to solve particular problems in this CodeChef and CodeForces by taking STD in and STD out. So I'll give you an example walkthrough. So this problem basically asks for any integer that is divisible by x. So we have to return y that is divisible by x and give 0. So if you are aware of a property of any number is that it is divisible by itself. So I'll use that exact property. I'll take int of input, which is basically in Python, I'm taking std in as the number, storing it in the x variable, and then I'll print the x variable in std out. So I'll run this on a platform. Here it is getting executed. It takes a bit of time, and yeah, you have it. So this was successfully executed. Now I'll try to submit my solution. So it's waiting in the queue, it's executing on our backend server, and yeah, you have the solution. There were 3 test cases, all of them passed. Um, so you could see that here it was a bit slow on the server judge. So what we have done is that to enhance the user experience, we've built two things. One is you can use your server judge, which is our backend server that runs the code on our Docker container. Or else what you can do is that you can install our latest CodeCell runtime. So what it basically is it is a local executable available in all operating systems. So it is operating system agnostic. So on that, what you can do is here you get an option of server judge and CodeCell runtime. As soon as you enable CodeCell runtime, it will run this particular code on your local machine. So you don't have to wait in the queue of a server to get your code executed. You can directly execute it safely on your own machine itself. So that is the thing that we built. And further information, we'll also be uploading a reference doc and a reference video along with the URLs to download that executable on all the operating systems. So that you can check out on our tsecodecell.com website itself. So I've submitted the correct solution over here. And if you see, the solution has been accepted, and you can see the code, you can copy it, you can load it into editor, standard competitive programming platform functions. So that's there. Now I'll be showing you the leaderboard. So there are two primary leaderboards. One is the weekly leaderboard and one is the season leaderboard. So what weekly leaderboard is that for this particular week, who were the top performers? That is what weekly leaderboard is. So over here, you can see the first three rankers, they are weekly scores. Now, since the test week has its problem score set to 0, you'll see all zeros over here. But as soon as week 1 starts at 4 p.m., you'll be able to see who are scoring how much in the weekly leaderboard. And this score is updated every 15 minutes. So it's dynamic, and every 15 minutes along the 48-hour contest window, your scores will be changing. So here you will also be able to find your own ranking and the ranking of the top performers, etc. So this is the weekly leaderboard, which is concerned with that particular week, which is currently live. On the other hand, the season leaderboard is the cumulative of all the weeks. So suppose we are into week 5. So in season leaderboard, you'll be able to see the top performers throughout the entire season. That is throughout the entire week 5 till the week 5 scorings. So this is the season leaderboard, and this is also updated every 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes, the entirety of our season's ratings are updated, and you can see who are the top performers over here. So these are the two leaderboards that will be visible to you. Now, I'll be coming back. One second. I'll be coming back to explaining how our rating system works. So just a few minutes. Yeah, someone could confirm if my screen of the PPT is visible correctly. Okay. Yeah. So now I've come back to the scoring system. So you might have a doubt that how exactly is this leaderboard being considered and how the scores are being calculated. So what is happening is that the weekly scoring is divided into three main parts. First is the base points. Base points is per a particular problem. So if you have seen in some good contest platforms such as CodeChef or codeforces, you have a base rating such as 100, 200, 500, 700, etc. for every question. So that is the intended difficulty of that question, and you will be awarded with the base point as soon as you solve it. The next part is the difficulty multiplier. What difficulty multiplier is that we thought of awarding the people who are solving questions that have not been solved as much. So if you solve a very hard question, you'll be getting up to 1.8x times the benefit as compared to solving easy question. So this ensures that if someone solves more easy questions and another person solves one or two hard questions, both are getting equal value. And the third thing is the early bird bonus. So what is our contest window is of 48 hours as of now. So what we are doing is that if you solve the questions within the initial 12 hours, you get up to 15% bonus. And if you solve it within the first 24 hours, you get up to plus 8% bonus. So this awards the people who are solving questions as soon as they arrive. And this is there so that we promote quality such that people solve the questions more early. Now, this is the weekly scoring, which is for every week. Coming on to the season scoring, there's two parts to this. One is what we value, and second is how we also give you grace for this particular metrics. Participation bonus. So in season ratings, what happens is that season ratings is basically a accumulation of all the weekly scores. But to add on to this also, there's participationship bonus. So if you solve one question or upwards of one question every week, you are rewarded for it. So this ensures that you are consistent throughout, and you come up and show up on a platform. The consistency bonus awards for those who solve 3+ questions every week. So participation bonus is for solving 1+ question, and consistency bonus is solving for 3+ questions. And consistency bonus, of course, is much more than participation bonus. Now, the grace period is a factor that we realized last year that we should bring in. What happens is sometimes along the 6 week period, people have their internal exams or any exams, or they get sick. So they lose their streak and their consistency bonus consecutively. So we have added a 2 week grace period. So even if you miss a 2 week window within the 6 week window, you'll be not hampered. Your score will not be hampered, and your multiplier streak will be there. So this is like giving you grace for your exams or your sick things. Now, later joiner fairness, what it exactly is that if you join late, then we consider the streak from your joining. so that if you get to know about the platform at a later stage, you can be rest assured that your rating is not gonna drop and it will be consistent with others. So this ensures that later joiners can also bounce back, but they'll have to solve the problems accordingly. So this is about the weekly scoring system and the winning the season system. So now I'll ask Shaurya or Pranav to come back again.
Okay. Hello everyone. So I will just cover a few bit of details to summarize you so that you don't, get lost in all the information. The structure is simple, 6 weeks, online round, and the final round will be offline in Mumbai itself. You will be given incentives for that as well. Top 20 performance will get a direct chance for internship, right? So where you had to get referrals and everything, you had to apply to a dozen of internships, you are directly getting it over here. Now, and crash passage is also there. Now for the FAQs which we received, one is, do I need a prior competitive programming experience? The simple answer is no. The weekly challenges is designed so that even a beginner can start with the week one and learn their way up to six. Right. So even an experienced coder will enjoy this and even a beginner. So we thought of everyone over here. What if I miss a weekly challenge? You can continue participating. Obviously, yeah, there is a consistent, the early bird bonus which Daniel talked about. You won't get that, but you will still get the base points, the consistency participation points. So that will help you out to reach to the top 20. What happens in case of plagiarism? Now here, this is my favorite part. Now over here, since we have introduced all, we saw since few years people were using AI generated code or using the friends codes. So what we did, we have a pipeline, right? So after this contest of week one is done, we will run that for all the submissions. It will check for copied codes, plagiarized codes, even AI generated codes, and it will automatically flag it. And we will the system is basically you will be having three chances. And the first one you will get a warning. In the second one, your submission will be removed, right? And in the third one, if we see that you have used AI code again or someone else's code, we will simply ban you from the page, right? From weekly challenges, you will be banned. You won't be able to submit any of the codes. So be sure that you use your own solutions. It doesn't need to be, what do we say, highly optimized. It just needs to pass all the test cases and you need to learn. This is something that you learn. Will editorial or solutions be provided? Yes, the editorial and solutions will be provided. That is after the window is closed. That is after Monday midnight, right? So on basically Tuesday you will get the all the editorial and the solutions for all the questions consistently. The discipline will be maintained. Will the difficulty increase each week? As I said, yes. We will start with a low level and we will work our way up so that you learn your topics, you practice, and you get to know everything. Right? Now, for the internship, I would like to, thank Engage for partnering with us on our internship, for being our internship partner for the weekly challenges 2026. Special thanks to Mr. Perat Gada and the entire Engage team for supporting young talent through innovation platforms like Campus OS and Engage Hire. Your commitment to empowering students with career opportunities and industry exposure is truly appreciated. And I would also like to thank Vision Edge Technologies for joining us as our second internship partner for the same, where their dedication to build innovation solutions across web, mobile, and AI while nurturing aspiring talent makes a meaningful impact on the student community. We truly value your support in helping participants take a step closer to exciting career opportunities. And now I would like to take a moment to, thank. Actually, I will be honest. The internships which you will be getting are really good. You will learn a lot. It is our guarantee that you will learn a lot from the internship which you will get. Now, I believe that we are done with our broadcast. Now we will open the floor for the Q&A. So you guys can, write your doubts in the uh, chat box, and we will see. We will try to answer as many questions as we can. Okay, guys.
If we get high demand regarding the C compiler, we'll consider adding it. Also, one has asked that how many weekly questions will be given. It will approximately be 5 questions per week. It can vary. Some weeks we might have more questions or less questions as well.
Yeah, Lavesh, regarding your doubt, will a submission acceptance rate affect something? Yeah, so regarding that, as such, no, it won't differ. The thing is that the ability of yours to solve harder problems is more important than the acceptance rate of your submission. So you can give any number of submissions, and the best one will be counted for your scoring. Okay. Mm, yeah, Laksh, regarding
Also,
regarding Laksh's doubt, the thing is, the header files are pre-included in a starter code, so you need not worry about it. As far as bit slash stdc is concerned, I believe that you can do that or either use a starter code because the starter code also works straight out of the box.
Mr. Vivek has asked a question that does execution time will be affecting our scores? No, we are not considering that. Once your program passes through all the test cases, it will be marked fully for the scoring. The execution time is not considered anywhere as such.
Wilbert.
Sorry, huh? The test cases will be hidden because we are following the standard rule that all the competitive programming platforms do. In LeetCode, you would have seen that you often get to see in which test case your program has failed. But in competitive programming, that's not the case. Since if you know the test case, you'll ultimately maybe hard code for that particular test case. So it's a standard rule, like you can say. So the test case won't be visible, but the thing that will be visible to you is that how many test cases has passed and which ones have failed. That much information will be given to you on your panel. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. Totally. Uh, No, as such, no. The failed submissions, the amount of failed submissions is irrespective of the code, is irrespective of the score. But the thing is that we also account for, in case of ties, we account for the time you take for that particular problem to reach the first successful submission. So as such, you can have n number of wrong submissions. We won't penalize you for that, but we count the times starting from the contest to getting your first successful submission for that particular problem. So the sooner it is for you, the better. But for wrong submissions, you are not penalized as such. Solutions for the kind of No, quality of the solution does not matter. What matters is passing of your test case. So we are not checking the quality of the solution as such. We are checking whether it passes any test cases. And if it does, you are scored on that. After the contest ends, we do check for plagiarism, which is a different thing. It is independent of the quality of the solution as such.
Yes, so there will be a maximum time limit that will be, provided in each problem. On the top or the bottom, you will be observing that we'll be mentioning a time in milliseconds or seconds. For example, if the time is mentioned as 1000 milliseconds, then it is expected that your code completes the execution on all the test cases under 1 second. So it doesn't mean that we aren't looking for optimized code, but we aren't judging your code and scoring it on the basis of how fast it was. It is just about the test cases passed. But yes, if you are running a solution which exceeds the constrained limited time, then you won't be marked for that, like for scoring.
Pranav, could you answer Soham's query regarding plagiarism? Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, Pranav. Your audio is not audible. Uh, so I'll answer your question, what
Okay, I'm
Pranav just
sorry.
said. So, see, if our system flags your submission due to any reason, we won't be issuing any kind of warning or ban straight away. We'll be first verifying manually all your submissions, and based on all the verifications, we will be taking a decision. And we are well aware that we all use standard templates, and some solutions are, usually yet are to have like common code for many people. So we know that such submissions can be flagged for plagiarism. So don't worry about it. Only the ones who have actually cheated will only try to issue warning for them.
Also, we will launch a support email for that as well. So if you have done the code by yourself and we have by mistakenly flagged you, we will look into that. And if we see that it is true that you have written the code, we will revert back and your the stride basically the three strides will be reverted back. We will look into that. Secondly, see, simple questions have similar questions. I agree with that. That is why we have took that also in account. For the simple codes, the similarity will be not highly penalized. There would be different parameters which are penalized for that. So depending on the question, the evaluation is dynamic, and obviously there will be a human in the loop. We don't have a agentic system because we know agentic system will fail somewhere or the other. It will produce false positives. That is why we will keep up human in the loop as well to make sure that you get the best experience from our side. Okay. There is one question.
Pranav,
How
it
is
seems
wo-
your voice is
I,
cracking or something.
oh, okay. Is it now audible properly?
Could you please verify your mic once?
Yeah, just let me check.
Could someone confirm in the chat itself? Is Pranav audible?
Yeah, yeah, I just checked. It's proper. Yeah. Okay, there is one more doubt. How is one supposed to claim the subscription for Wolfram Alpha? Someone would like to take that question?
How is one supposed? Yeah. So I guess you would have received a mail by now, which has a button through which you can claim your subscription of Wolfram Alpha. That mail also contains information in the instructions regarding how exactly to claim your offer. So the mail is inclusive of what exactly has to be done to get that Wolfram Alpha subscription.
Secondly, someone asked that can we show CodeCell runtime setup and actual working of it? So to provide you with the so you don't get confused, that is why we didn't do in the live stream. We will post a video on the same YouTube channel which we are right now on. So you can see the instructions, you can play it at your own pace and do the setup. The setup is very simple. You just have to download the executable and run it, right? It might ask that this is a malware file, but that is just because that we have created it recently, right? So it isn't recognized that much by the browser. So once it takes a bit of a time, it will automatically don't ask you that. But rest assured, we won't be looking at any data or anything. We don't have access to that. Only it will run your code on your PC as well. So there is a less load on our backend server, and you are able to run your code fast and easily.
Yeah, it's expected from Windows Defender that it may consider it as a malware, but be rest assured that it isn't. And that issue won't be faced on Mac OS or Linux as such. Only Windows, guys. Please do consider that you pass that Windows Defender warning because it's completely safe. And we'll shortly be linking a video which will contain everything regarding how to install it and how to submit your solutions. So that's pretty easy as such. Nothing complicated.
Secondly, if you guys have any doubts, any problems, you can join our Discord server. We will post the link on our on our Instagram page. In the bio, there would be the link. Even on the WhatsApp group, we will provide a Discord server link. You can ask the doubts over there regarding with the weekly challenges. But rest assured, if you try to do malpractice, right, sending the code or asking someone for the code, we will flag that, and we have moderated that as well. We want the genuine submissions to flourish, so that so basically we are penalizing all the malpractice people. I just installed.
Also, we'll be taking few more questions and we'll be ending with this session. So, I'm good has asked that he has installed the CodeCell runtime and it ran. So, guys, if you are facing any kind of technical issues, you can approach any of the admins regarding it, and we'll be uploading a detailed video, as Pranav said, regarding the runtime. And try to refresh the browser and log in again. Do it as a first step. And if the problem still persists, you can approach any of the admin.
Yeah. You could DM us on WhatsApp, or you could also do the same on a Discord server with attached images so that we can debug a specific issue.
Parth has asked, is it required to download CodeCell runtime?
No, but it's not necessary. It's an add-on feature as such. You primarily have two options. Either you choose our server judge, which runs on a backend, or else you choose CodeCell runtime to run the code execution engine locally on your machine. So, what the benefit of CodeCell runtime is that you'll be saving off 2-3 seconds on the submission during peak hours, as the code execution engine will be running locally on your machine. Whereas on the server, there may be some traffic and it will be on queue for some time. So that is the primary reason why we thought of building the runtime. It's just an add-on option. We recommend that you use it, but it's not a necessary condition for using our portal or platform.
Wilbur, there is a question for you. I know it's just a basic question, but do we get sample input and output for the question and explanation of that output?
Yes, you will be given a sample input and output with the explanation for every question, just like every other standard platform provides. So don't worry about it. Examples will be there for every problem. Okay. And for the CodeCell runtime, I would like to say that it is recommended that you install, because we have, as we said, we have two buttons. One is run and the other one is submit. The submission one runs your program on all our test cases, which is always done on our server. And for the run feature, where you can put input from your side and basically running a code on your Visual Studio, basic stuff like that. So for that, we recommend you download the CodeCell runtime, because running on the server will, as Daryl said, will take a lot of time, because submissions are more prioritized than the running. So if you are to run and to test it, it is better that you download the CodeCell runtime, because then it will be very much fast for your testing on your own test cases.
There is a doubt from Manas. Where can I get the code cell runtime? Manas, you can download it from our website, and the step-by-step instructions video we will be posting on the same YouTube channel. So you can just, keep your notifications on, or we will just post it on our groups as well that we have posted the video. So you can go and check it out. And there is, even if after that also you have an issue, you can approach any of the admins of the WhatsApp group, or you can ask on a Discord server. We will be always happy to help you guys. Okay. There is one more doubt. Is there a penalty for wrong
Um,
submissions? There is not a single
mm,
penalty for wrong submissions, as we said before. You can do,
we just
but
covered it.
if
There's
yeah,
no penalty.
yeah, but if you spam the submission button, so we will penalize your account for that.
Mm.
Yeah, any kind of attack is not recommended. Also, for the weeks and the problem level, I would like to say one thing, that some of you might find that the problems for week one is easy, or some of you might find it as difficult as well. So I would like to say that the problem levels will be increasing throughout each week, and it won't be going to a level of infinity. We'll be saturating at a level where all of you are comfortable enough and it is challenging enough as well.
There
See,
is.
take the competition sportingly. Do not get demotivated that you're not able to solve the problems. If you're not able to solve the problems, learn the concepts first. The very motive of us keeping 48 hours is that you get the flexibility of learning and then applying your learning at the same time. So, highly discouraged to use AI, even if for debugging or for understanding the problem, because see, the main motive of us keeping this weekly challenges is so that you get acquainted to the type and the level of problems that are expected in company interviews and OAs also. So it will be for your own benefit if you solve it willingly and in a competitive spirit, irrespective of aiming for very high scores.
There is one doubt from Coder World. Just now I solved those easy problems in code TSEC CodeCell website, but score isn't increasing. So that is a
Yeah.
test suite, so you can just test how a website is working, how you can use the run button, the submit button, so you can get acquainted with a website. So once the contest starts, you don't have to face any issues. Okay. Lastly, I would like to just cover that if even if you use AI for debugging and implement that, that is also flagged. Any kind of use of AI or copied code or plagiarized code will be flagged. We have made a very robust and dynamic pipeline for it, right? There are different models which determine different parameters for you guys. I won't be getting into the details, but yeah, there are different parameters which we look into the code. So it's not just about the variable names or the logic. It's about a lot of different things as well. Wilbur, there is a doubt. Which languages are we allowed to code in?
Just a minute. Uh, right now we have support for three languages, that is C++, Java, and Python, the three standard languages. We might also plan to add C or maybe any other language if the demand is high. But for now, we are having these three languages.
There is a doubt from Manas. If you guys don't mind, can you explain the development of code cell runtime? Like, I'm sorry that we can't
Manas,
discuss it on this
will
live
be
stream.
Yeah, we'll be open sourcing all the code examples as such regarding the backend as well as the front end and every tool that we have used after the weekly challenges. So be rest assured that you'll be getting to know how exactly we developed and everything else, but after the weekly challenges.
Yeah, we will be open sourcing all of the backend and the runtime as well once the weekly challenges concludes.
Hmm.
Shafin, regarding the companies, I guess Pranav, you'll be
Yeah,
better
I
explaining it.
just as I mentioned in the thanks, it is Engage and Vision X. Both of them are providing internship, and those are paid internships. I would like to specify that. Though both are providing paid internships, and it is not like that if you are the first that in the top 20 you have come in the first position, you will surely get a internship. That is not true. Okay, top 20 will get the chance to send a resume to the our internship partners, and they will take your interviews, and basis of that they will select you as our interns, and stipend will be based on your performance and your knowledge. There is a minimum limit as well, so it is not like you will be getting only 1,000 or 2,000. The stipend is also good, the duration is good, the companies are also as well good. And to again repeat the names of the companies, it is Engage and VisionX Technologies.
Yeah, I guess we should be getting done with the stream now.
Yeah.
Guys, please ask any doubts now on the Discord server, or you could DM us also. Uh, I guess we should done with it now.
Thank you everyone for joining us on our stream. And you can this stream will be public, so you can come again, watch, understand the scoring system, everything, all the details, and even go through the chats and questions which you have solved right just now. You can repeat once, understand it, and all the best, because we will be living the questions in 3 hours. All the best for the week one, everyone.
Yeah. So all the best, everyone. Give your best. Try to do everything positively with a positive attitude and for your own learning purposes. The video will be listed publicly, so you can watch it as and when you please. Yeah, so thank you everyone. We'll be